This is Calamity's most iconic weapon, the Mirror-sama, and here's everything you need to know about his upcoming rework. This weapon will now evolve as you progress through the endgame, with it first being obtainable post-Moonlord. This gives you the default slash ability, and will remain basically the same as a true melee weapon. At post-Providence, we unlock tier 2, allowing the Mirror-sama to perform a sweeping edge attack, dealing mass amounts of burst damage. Tier 3 utilizes rapid slashes at post-Devoured Gods, in which after a successful dash, you're able to strike enemies around you. And for the final tier at post-Yaren, we gain the ability to Soul Spin. Not only will it be a mobility tool to chase fast bosses, but paired with the range augment, can fire the sword outwards like a boomerang. There's literally so much to check out, so watch the full Mirror preview right now. This is Calamity's most iconic weapon, the Mirror-sama, and here's everything you need to know about his upcoming rework.
I made a melody bitch still do like the mimic, come like a killer. I made a melody bitch still do like the mimic, come like a killer. I made a melody bitch still.
What would happen if we let the Minecraft world run forever by itself? Since mobs take random paths, their movement is predicated on a random number generator. If we generate enough times, we'll eventually get the correct sequence for wherever we want these mobs to go. We could have a group of 3 baby zombies on chickens travel from one world border to the other. Is this likely? Not even close. But it could eventually happen. Endermen are atypical in many ways. They show up in all 3 dimensions and they can teleport. But all of this pales in comparison to their most powerful ability. They can randomly pick up and place certain types of blocks. In our infinite time system, the Enderman could eventually construct almost arbitrary structures. The Enderman could randomly choose to make a pillar, construct patterns, or spell out text. It's possible for an Enderman to make a snow golem. All they need to do is pick up a carved pumpkin from a pillager outpost, move to a snowy biome with 2 snow blocks already stacked, and then place the pumpkin. And boom, just like that, a natural snow golem has been produced. The snow golem unlocks a new and powerful ability. They're aggressive towards hostile mobs. While the snow golem can't damage most mobs, it does make them angry, and they'll retaliate by attacking the golem. If a skeleton has a flame bow, then it can fire a flaming arrow when it's annoyed by a snow golem. A flaming arrow will not light a block on fire, but what it can do is activate TNT. There's a secret room in Woodland Mansions that looks like the End Portal. Within this room, there are 2 TNT blocks sitting out in the open. The Enderman can get here by teleporting, and they can pick up and move these blocks. Once placed, a snow golem can find its way to the block, anger a skeleton with a flame bow, and have the skeleton miss and hit the TNT. Our capability for explosions allows the Enderman to dig below the surface. In terms of underground destinations, there is one that sticks out above the rest: the Stronghold. Now, most portal rooms will not be lit by default, but there's a 1 in a trillion chance that the frame will be completely filled. And if we happen to be on one of these seeds, then the Enderman will have just created a path from the surface down to the end. And we're presented with a question: is it possible for these mobs to somehow defeat the dragon? The first step is to destroy the regenerating end crystals on the pillars. Endermen can come from the overworld and build huge staircases. The snow golem angers the skeleton, and the skeleton fires an arrow that misses and destroys the end crystal. Repeat this for each pillar, and we've now got a dragon that doesn't regenerate. All we need to do is have enough Endermen bring TNT from the overworld, and the snow golems and flamebow skeletons will light it off. Slowly but surely, the dragon will take damage, and eventually it will be defeated. Think about just how absurd this is. With the right
He dropped big rocks into an empty jar, which represented life's most important things: family, health, and dreams. Next, he poured in a handful of pebbles. They slipped through the gaps, settling around the rocks. There was still room for them because